Good morning and welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, I'm Taylor, and if you're coming back, so happy to have you here. I'm just realizing how important it is to be intentional with taking every thought captive, walking in your own lane, and just being very intentional about where your time and where your eyes are going. It is so easy. I've realized as I was reflecting on my 20s, that a lot of my 20s have been spent comparing. And I'm in this, I don't even want to say a season or era, because this is a new pathway that I'm walking. God has just given me fresh new lens of realizing the enemy is going to try and get you to focus on their lane or comparing or whatever, because it is a distraction of your calling. But it's also rooted in insecurity and envy. So if you don't take care of insecurity and envy, what will happen is it will bleed into comparing and then lead to not fully walking out your calling and focusing on just their lane and how you can, walk your lane, or feeling like you have to prove yourself if you have insecurity issues through content sharing or through people's approval. The root of insecurity and the root of envy and comparison is crazy, because it just, from there, it bleeds. It's literally a root that has to be picked and taken out of, because it will rot the very purpose and calling that God has given you, specifically you. So I just wanted to create this day in the life of this is my day-to-day life, and this is what I'm learning, this is what I'm growing in, this is what the Lord is teaching me. And I want you to use this as a reminder that you don't have to be ready to fulfill your calling. You don't have to feel ready. You don't have to have it all together. That is just a lie from the enemy, that you have to be quote unquote perfect. You're never going to be perfect. The only perfect thing in your life is the Lord. Also, when you're faithful, it's an opportunity for people to see the hand of God on your life. So allow God to use you and allow yourself to experience humility, because it helps people to truly surrender and submit their lives. We worship ourselves when we think that we have to have it all together and be ready to walk in our calling. But when we come to the Lord and we're okay, you are giving me this vision, you have given me these passions and these gifts. I don't feel X, Y, and Z, but you have given me this vision and you're calling me to do this. So I'm going to give you everything I've got. I'm going to give you my surrender, and I'm going to give you my obedience. And what you do with it is up to you. But what's most important on my end is that obedience. So I hope that encouraged you. I hope that you just, through these vlogs and through future vlogs, you just see the hand of God on your life, and you see me as a sister, not a person that you need to compare your life to. But I want you to know, I have struggles, and I have insecurities, and I have doubts and fears that I have to face, and I've had to face, so that I can fully walk out God's will for my life. What I share isn't because I have my life all together. It's because I've gone through it, or I'm going through it, and this is what the Lord is teaching me. I pray that blessed you. I've got normal things on the list today, with spending time in the Word and stewarding the home and stewarding my body and stewarding my mind, and also cultivating what the Lord has given me with the gifts, being faithful with what He's calling me to do. And so, yeah, let's do this. Guess who's about to be home from work? My husband Andrew, and it is the best time of the day. I love spending time with my husband, but I always tell him, if you were home all the time, homegirl would not get anything done. But it's always just a new level of excitement knowing that it's almost time for him to be home and I get to make dinner for him. Tonight we are having a broccoli pasta that came from Pinterest. I'll put it in the description below. I'm making it high protein by adding the chicken. Super easy recipe. I'm not a girl that just magically knows what she's doing in the kitchen. I always have to follow recipes. And Pinterest for me has changed my life. I'm a wife now and I want to make new things that my husband loves. And when I was single, I literally would eat the same thing for weeks on end and I never got sick of it. But my husband is preparing me for children. So he likes new recipes and we're trying new things and honestly I love it too. But it was just when I was single, it was just a lot easier or easy for me to just stick to the same thing. And so that's what I always did. And now that I'm married, we change our ways.